They say Montana is God's country, but if that's true, then maybe God's a bit of a prankster. Sure, the mountains are majestic, the sky's endless, and the wildlife is straight up out of National Geographic, but beneath the Instagram-filtered fantasies lies a reality that's colder, smokier, lonelier, and more expensive than you'd ever expect. That's right, even New Yorkers turn away because Montana is expensive. It's a place where your neighbors are grizzly bears, your heating bill rivals your rent, and the nearest emergency room might be one county or one horse ride away. Today, I'm investigating the top 10 reasons that nobody really wants to live in Montana. Number 10 are the housing costs. Montana's housing market has become painfully unaffordable. Between 2010 and 2023, the median home listing shot up around 85%, reaching roughly $647,000 as of October 2024, the fifth highest in the U.S. In Bozeman alone, values just surpassed $740,000, with rents monthly around $2,400. Numbers that make even affluent renters cringe. Traditional Montanans are just being pushed out. Young locals can't step on the ownership ladder. Median incomes lag behind surging prices. It's ironic that a state once thought affordable is now facing its own housing bubble. Unless you're a wealthy remote worker or investor from the coast, your realistic options are commuting long distances or giving up on the starter home dreams. Number 9 are the long, bitter, never-ending winters that will leave even a guy from Boston questioning his decisions. Montana is ranked the 6th coldest state in America, with temperatures that regularly drop well below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is not a good look. Like this video if you need it to be at least 32 degrees. In Montana, snow isn't seasonal, it's a relentless 6-month chore. Driveways to shovel, cars needing block heaters, roads turning into ice rinks. So, if you are thinking of retiring in God's country, think again. Long dark days will set your mood and not for the better. Cabin fever isn't a joke, it's a legit concern. Good luck going for a drive, you will slip and slide right into Wyoming. Sure, winter sports are here, but only if you're into frozen nostrils and frozen toes. This is the endurance test every year. If you crave sunshine, traffic-free warmth, or somewhere you don't need a down jacket just to get the mail, well, Montana might rub you the wrong way. Oh, while we're talking about the terrible winter, drop a comment with your favorite winter activity. Number 8 are the wildfires, smoke, and general smell of Armageddon. If you're from California, you may be rolling your eyes at this one. But if you're moving to Montana to escape the wildfires, think again. The winter has finally thawed and you are looking forward to a nice summer, but not quite. Montana's wildfire season is no campfire story. It's becoming routine. Ranked 4th worst for wildfires, the state faces frequent and dangerous blazes. Smoke hangs for weeks, turning vistas gray and lungs sore. Those tourism-friendly landscapes, they often turn into choking zones. Heat waves, droughts, and rising temps worsen wildfire risk. Young Montanans even sued the state over fossil fuel policies, citing wildfires and health impacts as existential threats. Your idyllic barbecue might be canceled by an air quality alert or evacuation notice. If you love breathing fresh mountain air, Montana delivers right before wildfires snatch it away. And be sure to call ahead at Yellowstone to make sure you can actually get in and see past the fire and brimstone. Number 7 is the healthcare, or should I say lack thereof. Healthcare is basically always a road trip in Montana. Any urgent issue is going to make you buckle up and drive a lot. Rural regions struggle with provider shortages. Single doctors, no specialists, and ERs that are literally hours away. It's confirmed. One primary care doctor per about 1,850 people, way below the national target of one doctor per 1,450 residents. Mental health? Even worse. Get ready for high wait times and limited geographic availability. Toss in long travel times. An hour or two for non-routine care is not uncommon. Oh, and don't forget winter. 100-mile drive on snowy roads for an appointment can be harrowing or even the reason you need the ER in the first place. If you require regular care, live with chronic conditions, or just enjoy peace of mind for emergencies, rural Montana may feel like medical wilderness. You'll spend more time driving than healing. Number 6 is the isolation, and not the trendy post on social media kind. Quiet can be peaceful until it's loneliness. Montana's population density is just 7 people per square mile, one of the lowest in the US. Small towns may seem charming until you realize friends are 50+ miles away, groceries are trips that require strategic planning, and social life means attending fly-in potlucks. Thinking of dating in Montana? Forget that. As one resident so kindly stated, dating is abysmal here. Isolation affects mental health too. Montana carries a high self-harm rate. It's actually the 3rd highest in the US. If you're a people person who thrives on urban buzz, spontaneous outings, or even small gatherings with friends, Montana's isolation won't feel trendy, it'll feel empty. Number 5 is the public transport, or lack thereof. Montana basically speaks car, not bus, train, or Uber. Outside of the few bigger towns, public transit is practically non-existent. If you don't drive, tough luck. Even in cities, faint bus networks won't go far. Tourism roads depend on personal vehicles. Want to ditch the car type culture? You can't. No public transport means higher transportation costs. Think insurance, gas, so driving becomes mandatory for everything. More fuel, more car repairs, more headaches. If sustainable, walkable, or ride-free living is on your wish list, Montana will disappoint. That being said, there are a few random in-the-middle-of-nowhere stops on the Amtrak. So if you are traveling the Chicago to Seattle route, you may be in luck. So there's a silver lining. Number 4 are the low wages and high cost of living. This gap will have even the hardest New Yorkers turning their heads. Here's the paradox: low average wages and high expenses. Montana's minimum wage is just $10.55 per hour, and salaries often can't match the increased cost of necessities. Compare that minimum wage to Washington, D.C., which is currently $17.95 per hour. Housing costs soared far higher than income growth. Residents complain that wages haven't kept pace with gentrification. Combine that with insurance, fuel, utilities, all pricier than national averages, and you're financially strained. Unless you're in tech, healthcare, or in a remote coastal earner bracket, money management here isn't easy. Number 3 are the harsh politics and cultural divides. Montana politics aren't cozy. The split between urban and rural values is stark. While statewide, votes trend Republican, cities elect Democrats, leading to tension. Social divides over gun ownership, gender policies, energy, and other hot topics pop up frequently. Rural communities may be proud to share views you don't, and vice versa. Residents say it's a bizarrely proud yet hypocritical us versus them mentality. Think smartphones versus pitchforks type vibes. The views range widely. Holding moderate or urban-leaning beliefs anywhere outside a city might land you in the middle of a political screaming match. Number 2 are Mother Nature's mood swings, and she has many in Montana. The weather is a schizophrenic romance. Summers scorch over 90 degrees, winters plunge to minus 50 degrees, but we're not done yet. She also brings thunderstorms, hail, tornadoes, blizzards, droughts, floods, sometimes multiple in the same week. Surprise floods? Look up that big one in 2022. They can wash out bridges and disrupt entire communities. Still not convinced? How about high winds that make your bike ride feel like battling a jet engine? One day you're melting, next you're freezing, third you're sandblasted. Nature's unpredictability here makes living in Montana feel like signing a lease with Murphy's Law. And number 1 is that you might get eaten. Literally. Well, sort of. Okay, wild animals roam this state, and residents aren't just seeing them, they are them. Grizzly bears, wolves, rattlesnakes, elk, cougars, they're neighbors. In some areas, you're safer wearing armor than walking outside. Need bear spray with your groceries? Check. Want to walk your dog? Better practice your karate. A local quip is, you don't own your house, the bears do. On a serious note, wildlife encounters can be dangerous and require constant vigilance. And don't leave food outside. So yes, living in Montana might literally involve not getting eaten. So maybe you cross Montana off your list, but you're still looking. Want to know more about the top 10 cheapest states to buy land? Check out this video and be sure to like and subscribe.